Hi, I'm Ian,
And I'm Nick, and we
and
are
we are the
the
two Fat
Two Fat
DJs.
DJs.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 10.
And
10 of Two Fat DJs. That's epic, isn't it? Episode 10.
unbelievable. It seems like we've been doing it for ages now.
I
Ages.
know. I know. It's good.
And
It's
we've
good.
gone global, haven't we? People all around the world watch us now. I mean, it's just we are an internet phenomenon.
We are we are an internet sensation. Although we did have a blip last week because YouTube deleted us.
Yeah, I know. What was all that about?
They said that we were promoting commercial. We
Glasses?
were giving out fake commercial information or something.
What about like glasses? Qubits.com?
I have no idea, but I appealed it and they stuck us back online, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I reckon they must have some kind of like AI thing going on, which just picks people at random.
I wonder if it's anything to do with the it's got to be something that picks up the amount of times we say a word, like HelloFresh or
Could
Qubits.com.
be. Hello Fresh, hello Fresh, hello Fresh, hello Fresh, hello Fresh. Cubits.com, 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 Cubits.com.
But
Still
anyway,
haven't got any freebies from either of them yet.
I know, unbelievable, isn't it? I bought 3 pairs of Qubits now, and I still haven't got anything from not even. I tell you what, I did get. I got a pair of glasses turn up. They didn't even put the lenses in. That's how valued my customers.
That's a bit crap, isn't
Unbelievable.
it?
Yeah.
Although it was funny, right? We had our HelloFresh delivery yesterday, and Denise says, "Here, we haven't complained to HelloFresh for a while to get a freebie." And strangely, we had 2 boxes delivered, so they put our 5 meals across 2 boxes, and one of the boxes was all wet underneath,
I know
right?
where this is going.
Because they'd put all of the they'd put all the they hadn't sealed the bag with all the meat in properly, and all the icy stuff had started to defrost and just spilled out all over the inside of the box. And so, as a result of that, we had a load of wet bags and wet products. But I also had a ripped recipe card.
Oh my god.
So I know. So I've had to repair that with sellotape. You can just about see it. But
Okay.
Denise said that I should put a complaint in about that
I
because
would
it's made us anxious or something.
just say you're seriously considering your subscription now, and you might have to try Gusto.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You know, you feel really upset with the fact that you've been a loyal customer, and you've even promoted it on your podcast, and you feel very attached to HelloFresh, but sadly, you don't feel you can continue because the level of service has dropped somewhat.
Yeah, no, and now if they're sending out ripped recipe cards,
That is just
there could be important information and instructions on the back that I can't read because it's right on the rip.
that's it. Exactly right.
Can I say though that this is a really nice recipe?
What is it?
Sausages and bacon in a mushroom sauce with garlic mash and roasted carrots.
Nice. Nice. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Because today's your way in, isn't it? Did you have breakfast
Well,
after you got
it,
back?
it's Fat Monday,
Yeah.
so didn't have any breakfast this morning. I stopped eating at 6 p.m. last night,
Yeah.
right, because it's Fat Monday.
Yeah.
So and then when I got back, I had the remainder of what we had left over from yesterday's dinner, which was a rather nice. And I've got the recipe here. That chicken and plum stir fry with pak choy and noodles and peanuts, and that is a bloody nice plate of food. We
Yeah.
weren't too sure because it says 3 plums, actual plums, rolled out of the bag. Now, when it said chicken and plum stir fry, I was expecting like a hoisin sauce,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
little did I know that it was actual real plums.
That's the first
Um,
HelloFresh recipe you've actually managed to get your plums out doing, yeah?
and I had 3 to play with, so I
Yeah.
was playing with my plums as I was making that.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm not normally one to mix fruit with my food.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. It was really really nice. And of course, as you're cooking it, we're saying, "Oh, it doesn't look like a lot. We need to add to that." So you just think, "Shall we get another noodle nest out? And shall I get a bit of chicken breast out? And maybe some more of this and some more of that?" Then all of a sudden, it's not like 600 calories anymore.
I
But
know.
we rolled with this as it was, um, and it was 660 calories, and it was really really tasty. And there was some left over for today as well.
So
So
did you have to
that's
actually
what I've
make?
had for breakfast.
Did you have to make the plum sauce?
Well, you did actually get a sachet of hoisin sauce with it as well, but basically all you had to do was just chop up the plums and then chuck them into the frying pan with the chicken and stir
Nice.
fry them. So they reduced right down, and it just when you were eating it, they had a little bit of sugar in there as well. But when you were eating it, it was really there was a lot of spice because there was chilies in there,
Yeah.
um, but there was also a sweetness to it, which made it like you wanted to eat it quick and get another forkful into your mouth.
Yeah.
So that was certainly one of my favourites so far, without a doubt.
Oh, well, we had we what did we do? I didn't have anything to eat yesterday until about 6:30. I literally had nothing all day. I was outside doing bits and pieces and jobs, and because I was so busy and my mind was on other things. I didn't even eat. And then I said to Doris, "Oh, we're gonna have a Caesar salad tonight." So
Oh
I
wow,
I phoned up a very good chef friend of mine about the chicken that I know he does.
Gordon,
Yeah, that he does in a particularly good way, and which is really,
yeah,
really moist. And if you haven't done it this way, I would suggest you try it because it is amazing. Basically, boil up a kettle full of water, two chicken stock cubes, dissolve them, bring it to the boil, put your chicken breasts in there and poach them for 10 minutes. Then just let them drain, right? Then you pop them in the oven for 10 minutes. After that, you will never taste chicken any better than that. It is so moist. It is beautiful. So I had that. I had that chopped up in a Caesar salad with little gem lettuce, some low calorie Caesar dressing, um, made some croutons, to go with it. So it was a proper Caesar salad. The only thing that was missing, which I didn't get because I'm not sure Doris would eat them, is anchovies. They like anchovies. Yeah.
no,
You,
no, absolutely not.
you really need anchovies with a Caesar dressing, with a Caesar salad, that ideally. But
Yeah, apparently. Is that what they call that method? Is it sous vide or something?
what the way that you do the chicken?
Yeah, like
I
you
don't
boil.
know.
Mind you, that might be in a bag.
Yeah, I mean
Oh, I
that's
don't
it
know.
is just it's a form of poaching. It's poaching, so it's a bit like the
Yeah,
on the other extreme you'd cook fish in milk and you'd poach that with a bay leaf and
yeah.
some peppercorns.
Get
But
you, Gordon. Calm down.
I know. Anybody think to work in a restaurant?
You're doing all
Um,
right.
so if you want to cook chicken quickly, easily, and it will be really tasty, and it maintains its shape and size and everything, that's such a good way of doing it, and it's really good for you because there's no calories the way you're doing it. But it's like super super moist. It's beautiful, especially if you do it in the stock. So there you go. That's what I had last night, and then I had a yogurt afterwards. But as soon as I started eating last night, I could quite easily have eaten the rest of the night. I just felt really
Yeah.
hungry all day. I'd gone all day without eating anything. As soon as I started eating, that was it. I thought,
It's like
oh no,
never ending.
yeah. Again, I've got Fat Wednesday coming up, so I'm conscious of it by the time I get to sort of Friday, Saturday, especially if I've done a wedding on the Saturday, and if I've had a little nibble. But
Yeah,
my wedding got cancelled on Saturday, so I didn't work Saturday. But I'd done the whole week doing the proms, so I've been eating sort
yeah,
of chicken all week. So I haven't been doing too bad. But you know, again, I don't know about you. I think to myself, God, I can't remember what life used to be like, when I felt hungry and I would pick the phone up and order something and then go and collect it.
Oh yeah.
Do you know
No,
what I mean?
we were saying this the other day. We'd sometimes do maybe at least one or two takeaways a week. So we would be doing pizza or Chinese or whatever. But we haven't. No, we haven't had a takeaway for such a long time.
How much do you reckon
Um,
you spent on takeaways as well in the course, let's say a week, and then just divide it by four? Being totally
um,
honest, and I'll be honest as well. And you could say
I
you
think
can,
I think the average takeaway was with us. If we went for a Chinese or an Indian or something like that, or pizza, you'd be looking at easy 40, £50 a week.
yeah,
That's just for one. So if you're doing two of them, £100 a week. Depends how you feel. Because when you're faced with cooking, you have these demons in your head which basically say, can I actually be asked to cook? Right? Because the one thing I hate about cooking is the washing up afterwards. See, we don't have a dishwasher, so it is a fucking drag, right? But once you actually get into it, and these HelloFresh ones are not too bad. This one last night was 20 minutes, and it
yeah,
was in your mouth.
yeah,
We've got a choice of, we've got sea bass and tarragon sauce
yeah,
with smashed potatoes and sugar snap peas. That would be my choice
yeah,
because I really like sea bass. Or we've got chorizo pepper and sweet corn nanitzas with a balsamic dressed rocket. I mean, they look quite nice.
yeah, do. Yeah, very nice.
But I'd want wedges with that,
Yeah, me too.
and that's 25 minutes.
Do you like
Thyme
sea,
roasted chicken, eh?
do you like sea bass?
Yeah.
How do you cook your sea bass?
Usually, well, it depends. Sometimes we fry it skin down
Yeah,
um, to get it crispy, or sometimes we bake it if it's got like pesto on top or something else or whatever.
so the best way to cook a bit of sea bass, shall I? Get your
Go on
pan
then.
so it's
Yeah,
it's virtually blue. It's that hot. And
yeah,
then you just want to add a little bit of oil to it, just a little bit of oil or spray, whatever you're going to use. I mean, I personally for that, I just use a bit of oil so that the
yeah,
oil is smoking. It's that hot. Put it down, skin side down, like you say. Literally, you want to cook it for a minute and a half, 2 minutes on the skin
mm,
side. Flip it over and add a bit of butter. And what you're doing when you add the butter is you bring the temperature of the pan down. Yeah, so then it will cook properly. As I know, it's an old chef's trick. But just add a bit of butter, and it will bring the temperature of the pan down. Literally another minute and a half, and that's it. That is cooked. Take it off the heat. It's as simple as that.
yeah. It's a very thin fish, isn't it? So it doesn't take
Yeah,
long
and
to cook at all.
people do get scared cooking sea bass and things like that, but that is the
Yeah,
best way. If you want it a little bit, overdone, just pop it, in a hot oven for a minute or two. But
yeah.
so
A
you're
lot of the time we bake it. We do get some nice Hello Fresh recipes with the sea bass. I'm just trying to. I've got a few of my Hello Fresh
oh
recipes
yeah.
here.
When you stick them
Um,
in a
I'll
folder,
tell you what. Eh?
you want to stick them in a.
No, no, but it's on the to do list. Um, we I forgot what I was just going to say.
Sea
Yeah,
bass.
lemon and herb sea bass. That's one of my favourites. That one with bulgur wheat, charred courgettes, and a herby dressing.
I've just thought something quickly.
With
Is
that
sea bass any relation to Ewan bass?
could be. He's E bass, so this is sea bass. So who's D bass?
Yeah, double bass. The instrument, isn't it, that the rock and rollers play?
Yeah, man.
Double bass. It's just pronounced differently.
Double bass.
Double bass.
I'm just going to show you another. This, right? This was a game changer last week.
Hang on,
That
hang on.
is oregano and cranberry sausage burger
Oh yeah,
with wedges and a rocket salad.
Oh yes, now you're talking.
That that was dirty, but
Now,
really bloody nice.
how many of them
Did
could
enjoy
you
that.
potentially have?
And 800 calories with the wedges. But the one that the real game changer for us is cottage pie. Now, I do like cottage pie, I'll be honest. But the simple act, right, of adding curry powder to it, right,
Yeah,
makes it an unbelievable plate of food.
yeah,
So to the point where we just make we make a lot of cottage pies, and I just put a load of like madras curry powder in it. It's
yeah.
beautiful.
How
It's
much did
so
you?
nice.
What did you just put like a tablespoon in, or do you have it very hot?
Um,
Do you have it mild?
well, the curry powder the only curry powder we got at the minute is like a cheap basics one from Morrison's, right? And when we made like 500 grams of mince with all the carrots and onions and peas, um, and garlic and whatever. And I did use maybe 3 tablespoons of curry powder in it, but only because it wasn't that strong.
Yeah,
Um, I what I should have done is it almost had the flavour, but I think I put too much in because it tasted a bit powdery. What I
yeah,
should have done is just put a couple of tablespoons in, or get a better quality curry powder, and then just add in like a little fraction, like quarter of a teaspoon of hot chili powder, because
yeah,
that would have just given it the spice.
yeah,
Um, but it's really nice. And then once it's done, you mash up the potatoes, add garlic to it as well if you just want to make it a bit more interesting. We don't use any butter or milk with our mash at all. We
no,
use the laughing cow. You know, the little they're like little Dairy Lee triangles, but they're laughing cow ones
yeah.
because I think they're free on Swimming World. I think I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
100% on that.
yeah, I've seen a lot of people eat them as like snacks, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we
Yeah,
put 2 of them in, and that does make it creamy. Obviously, it doesn't beat like a few great big tablespoons of Lurpak in there, but when
if you,
Lurpak's like £7 a
if you could
kilo,
afford Lurpak.
if you can afford Lurpak, yeah. Um, but yeah, and then what we do is put some hard Italian cheese on top, just to make it go bubbly when you put it, or crisps, some salt and vinegar crisps, some plain crisps. We'll just
Yeah.
give it a bit of
On top,
crunch.
on top. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. What about your air fryer? Are you still using that?
Oh yeah, we never use it all the time. Yeah, I mean, I'm this afternoon. Well, after we finish recording this, I'm going to make some. I've got some salt and vinegar fish fillets from Iceland in the
Yeah,
freezer. No, 3 is like 8 sins or something like that. So I'm
yeah,
going to have them with some homemade chips, and all I do is I get one potato about that kind of size,
yeah,
right, and I make really thin chips, almost like French fries.
yeah.
They take 15 minutes to do in the air fryer. Nice and golden, really crispy, and that with some salad is just a really nice. But yeah, we're cooking in the air fryer all the time. Jacket potatoes we do in there, all sorts of stuff.
It's
Yeah, we
funny.
do
I mean,
chicken. We do these.
we obviously moved house just recently, and we bought a
Yeah,
new cooker. And so last night when I was doing a Caesar salad, I said to Doris, I said, "Oh, I'm just going to flash the chicken in the oven for 10 minutes," and she said, "Oh, you better take all the plastic out then." So we've been here for like, yeah, we haven't even used the oven since we've been here. Haven't even used it because we use the air fryer again all the time. I think we only got a cooker because we otherwise would have a big hole in the kitchen. But I mean, we
the,
don't.
the the drag with the air fryer. The drag with the air fryer for me is cleaning it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
You
get
know,
that.
we've tried putting foil in, like foil,
Yeah,
but it doesn't. With the air fryer, it fries from underneath as well.
right. That's
And
right.
if you put foil in, it ain't going to do it.
No, no.
So you don't get the same result. I mean, the other thing you could do is you could put like baking parchment in. Some people say, but again, it's blocking the airflow underneath because that's how it
Yeah.
works. It's based on airflow inside that thing. So
I mean, what you
the
were
other
saying
thing
about
some people suggested is
go
that
on.
you can get them like little metal racks which are on longer legs. They're about like 1 inch legs.
Yeah,
And then all you're doing is you're just cleaning the rack as opposed to cleaning like a plate, like a non-stick plate, but I don't know. I can't. We love the air fryer. If anyone wants to know what it is, we've got the Ninja Foodie Max, the AF400, which I believe you, Nick, have exactly the same model, don't you?
I do have exactly the same model, yes.
The Ninja Foodie Max from Ninja. It's a really good air fryer, and it's probably the best air fryer on the market, and one I personally wholeheartedly recommend to you, the dear listener and watcher. So
If
that's the Ninja Foodie Max 9.5 litre AF400.
Yeah, I think if I was listening to this podcast and I thought, sounds interesting, they're talking about air fryers. I'd like to actually look into that a little bit further. Go for the Ninja because you can cook one thing at one pace, one at another. So, and then they'll finish at the same time, and they're brilliant. We love them.
Yeah, I can't fault it. And because also, especially if you've got an electric oven, you can cook things in like 2/3 of the time. So you actually end up using less electricity, which is good, especially when electricity is so expensive at the minute.
So damn expensive. Yes, yes.
Mm.
So yes, brilliant things. We love them. We love them. Anyway,
Yeah, we love the air fryers. Yeah, listen, shall we update people on how well we're doing at the minute? Because
yes.
we're like, how far in are we already? I've not looked
Yeah,
at my
well,
screen yet. We're 25 minutes in, really.
yeah, yeah.
So go on, you can go first.
Okay, so last week
Because it's
I
always
weighed. Last week I weighed in last Wednesday, which is my fat day, and I needed to lose 2.5 pound to get to a weight loss of 5 stone. I went with all the confidence in the world because I've been really, really good. Stood on the scales, and she looked at me and smiled, and I thought, yes, here we go. And she said, "You've managed to maintain," which was what I wanted to hear because I was like really excited. I thought, yes, I've lost 3 or 4 pound here. And she looked, smiled, and said, "You've maintained, you've protected your weight loss this week, Nick. You've stayed the same." So I stepped off the scales and I was like, oh, I felt really dejected, you know. But
Oh,
yeah, I know. So I stayed the same. So I'm still that 2.5 pound, which is, nothing really. 2.5 pound off of hitting that magical 5 stone. So I'm desperate to do it this week. I really am. So yeah,
but how
fat
many weeks? How many weeks is that though?
20. Well, it was 24 weeks on Wednesday. 24 weeks. So yeah, I'm obviously I'm absolutely over the moon with what I've done so far. I would never imagine I'd have done it that quickly as well. I
Yeah.
feel great. So yeah, yeah, really, really happy. But yeah, just psychologically, just want to get over that 5 stone, and then when you think that when I started, I said, right, I want to lose 7 stone. I mean, that just seemed like that was just like this long road on
Such a long way away. You're 2/3 of the way there. It's mental, isn't it?
And now I think to myself, well, when you get into that, you've got 2 stone to lose to hit your target. Once you get into this next stone, your next target is you're going to lose 6 stone. Then you're only a stone away from doing it. But I mean, I did say
Yeah,
as well
yeah.
that even losing that 7 stone, when I get to that, I'm going to reassess it then, and I shall probably think to myself, another 2 or 3 stone will be that, and then I think the real struggle will be to maintain it, that weight loss. And
Mm.
even now, I mean, I'm sure you're the same. You think to yourself, "What I've done, I know what you've done. You're going to tell everyone in a minute, but if I think to myself, I've done nearly 5 stone. I know I can lose the weight, which means I can afford to cheat now and again, and because it'll all come off. But as we know,
Mm.
you start that slippery slope, and I tell you what, one day becomes 2 days, which becomes 3 days, and then all of a sudden you're having a week, and you're thinking, I've had a really bad week because I've cheated every day, but next week I'll be all
Yeah.
right. So you've lost a whole week of all that hard work that you put in previously. So it's you're
Well, the
obviously really
danger also is that if you can lose 3 or 4 pounds a week, and you have a bad week of eating, and you just think, oh, it's not a problem because I can lose all of this in a few weeks.
happy.
So I'll just keep on eating and enjoying the things that I'm enjoying. And then all of a sudden you've put like 3 or 4 stone on, and it's not now like a couple of weeks. It's like another 12-week investment to get back to where you started. So it
I,
is difficult. It
I,
is very
I
difficult.
compare it similar to when I gave up smoking many, many years ago. When I was, well, probably 20, 25 years ago, I gave up smoking. I went to see a hypnotherapist and I gave up. I booked three sessions at a hypnotherapist. And after one session, I pretty much decided that was it. I was going to give up smoking. And I pretty much gave up there and then. But even now, and as daft as this sounds, even now, I still have dreams at night thinking I've started smoking again and I feel so disappointed and really upset that I've started smoking again when clearly I haven't started smoking again. I'm similar with eating now as well, where I think to myself, I have a dream or something, and I'm sitting there and I'm, eating fish and chips or something, and I'm thinking to myself, Nick, what have you done? All that hard work, you're just throwing it out the window.
Yeah,
So it's
I
funny
know.
how everything changes. Even my eating habits. We went, like I say, my wedding was cancelled sadly through personal reasons for the bride and groom. Um, I was cancelled on Saturday, so last minute we said, "Oh, we'll go out. We'll go and meet some friends that we knew were going out." And we would never normally do that because obviously I'm always working on Saturday night. And we sat there, and I went to the bar and I ordered a Diet Coke. And then we sat down and we started talking, and then of course more people joined us, and they're all drinking. And then Teresa looked at me as if to say we should be going soon. So we decided we were going to go, and then we went to see someone else, my chef friend we were just talking about. We sat in the restaurant there, and the temptation was, because we were so close to home, I could just sit there quite easily on a lovely evening drinking a lager top or a lager shandy because it's so refreshing and cold and from a pint glass. And I thought, yeah, that's what I'll do. And then I just had to reel myself in and think, Nick, that is 14 sins per
Mhm.
pint. Don't
Mhm.
do it. And
Yeah,
I
I know.
didn't do it. So I think winning that battle of willpower is so important. And once you can, once you can control your willpower, it's going to help. I just, like I say, I hope and pray that that stays the same when I eventually lose the weight I want to lose, and I don't slip into bad habits again. But
There's a woman who goes to my group who's been there 6 years. She's been on Swim World 6 years, and she's one of their diamond target members.
oh yeah,
And she just goes every week just to keep on top of it because she knows that if she doesn't, she'll just maybe fall off the wagon.
well, it's
So
fun.
if that works for her, then great. I mean, I don't really want to be paying for Slimming World in 6 years. In 6 years' time, I'd like to think that I'd have maybe learnt something from this.
Yeah,
But
I
I know what temptations are, and I'm very easily tempted. So
yeah, I know. I mean, I very rarely mention Teresa, but Teresa, I don't know if some of you know or not. Teresa's been doing the same thing with me for Slimming World, but she just doesn't. She doesn't really like to tell people about it until I come on air and tell the world like I am now. But when she started off, she set herself a target, and she hit her target last week. She's lost 2.5
yeah,
stone, but
yeah,
actually, she's now finding it as difficult because you have to stay within a certain range of your target as well.
yeah. I
So
think is it £4 either way?
even that is quite difficult, she was saying. But I mean, she's
Yeah,
done amazing. She really has. She really has. And it's helped me because obviously we're both doing it. And the good thing is as well, even now she's continuing to go, to support me. Whereas, it would be easy for her to say, I'm not going to go anymore. I'm just going to, I'll
yeah.
forget it. But I mean, again, last week I paid for is it, you do like you pay for 5 and get 6
Oh, you
entries.
did the countdown.
I did the countdown. I did that, and I did that for that very reason. It's just the best way of doing it, isn't it? Because you're committed. You're committed then to doing it.
Yeah, I did the 12-week countdown when I started, and my goal was to get to my club 10 within 12 weeks, which
Yeah.
I did. So then I did another 12-week countdown, and my aim was to then do my next 10%, in that 12 weeks, and I'm not on target for that at the minute, which has really annoyed me today. I've got 26 pounds to lose to get to my next target, my next interim target, and 6 weeks to do it in, which means I've got to lose £4.5 a week,
Yeah,
which is
but you've or you've got to do 1 week of doing like £6,
SP or whatever.
another
Yeah.
week of doing £6, and then it averages it out less for the remaining weeks, doesn't it? So I mean, I wouldn't say it's unachievable. It would be difficult, like you say, and you're
I know.
realistic, but
I think if I put my head down, I could probably do it. But
you
you know what
proved you
it's
can
like.
do it
It's
before. Yeah.
yeah,
So
exactly,
so
exactly.
that's where I am at the moment. Yeah, I'm 2.5 pound off of 5 stone, and rocking and raring, and I tell you the other thing I did as well last week because we moved house. I had boxes and boxes and bags of clothes. Of course,
Yeah.
got all the clothes out, put them on the spare bed, and you literally couldn't walk in the room. There was that many clothes. So the amount of clothes I had to get rid of, I mean, unbelievable. Stuff that I've thought to
Mhm.
myself that I bought a long time ago, thinking when I lose weight that'll fit, but
Yeah.
now too big. Absolutely amazing. It really is. So luckily, Next have had a sale on, so I've managed to sort of top up on a few bits and pieces. Good job, I've got.
What I've noticed is like this T-shirt here is one that I bought about 4 years ago, and I bought it, and when it arrived, it was too small. So I
Yeah,
thought, well, I'll keep that for when I do eventually get into it. And anyway, I've finally now got into it. It's a 4XL.
yeah,
But the problem I've got now is because it was like cheap, they were like £9. Every time I wash it, it gets a little bit smaller.
yeah,
So now it's like a boob tube. It's if I lift my arms up, I'm showing all my goods off.
yeah. You're under.
So yeah. So I need to
Well, how's
if I
little Ian?
want to carry on wearing this, eh?
How's little Ian?
Yeah, yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
Improvement?
Yeah, eh?
Much of an improvement? Now you're losing weight,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
little Ian.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. The
little.
fact that you can look over the hill and see him is brilliant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he pops up now and again when you're laying down. Oh, hello, hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Remember me?
Oh dear.
And I saw you when you were
We do
12.
we do laugh. What do women call that? They call it the muffin top all around there, don't they? The muffin top or something. Yeah. When that muffin top goes, I'll be like I'll be like King Dong.
Yeah,
Well, that's the hope anyway.
Magic Mike.
But anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Magic Mike, yeah.
I know. So, yeah, that's
Um,
my update anyway. And then, yeah, got some sad news as well. Tomorrow, I've got to go to hospital, see the
oh
anaesthetist
no.
for an operation on my sinuses at long last, and I'm going to be out of action for 2 weeks.
Oof. Hang on, shall I get my violin out? One sec.
Yeah,
Let's get
and I
my
looked
violin out.
online to see what they do with the operation. Is that the world's smallest? I looked
It
online
could be
to
smaller.
see how they do the operation because essentially what they do is they're going to drill into
Don't they
my.
break your nose or something?
Yeah, I think they do break it as well, but they drill into my sinuses, and it's a 3-hour operation apparently. And
Oof.
yeah, I should be walking around with something that resembles a sanitary towel across my nose, and it's strapped to my head because of the persistent bleeding from my nose. So
Beautiful.
I said to my consultant guy, I said, "How long will I be out of action for?" He said, "Well, definitely a week, preferably 2 weeks." Why? I said, "Well, because I have weddings to do." He said, "I would consider not doing those and get cover." I said, "No, I don't think that's going to happen." So I'm hoping I make a speedy recovery and I will get it done first thing on a Monday morning, and then I'll be back behind the old decks on a Saturday.
Yeah. Makes you laugh, don't it, when they say, "Oh, get someone to do it for you."
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah. Unfortunately, that's really not an option.
that's right.
They've paid for me to be there,
Yeah,
so I need to be there.
exactly right. Yeah, they haven't. The person I would send is probably the person they spoke to before me and decided they didn't want them at their wedding, and then all of a sudden they're going to turn up at their wedding. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's not right, is it?
Anyway, so that's so that's hospital tomorrow to see. I'm really not looking forward to it, and I'm even more so not looking forward to the operation. But hey, there you go. It's got to be done, and
It doesn't sound like a nice operation.
uh, so anyway,
Um, yeah,
I
so
haven't-
I went swimming world this morning because it's Monday today, so it's Fat Monday for me.
yeah.
I felt like I'd done all right with this week, if I'm honest. I felt quite positive. I stood on the scales and got £4 off. So,
Good.
well pleased with that.
Smashing it.
Which also meant I got my 3.5 stone award.
Yes. Well done.
And now my book of stickers is doing all right now. So, yeah, I was well pleased with that. So, in total, I've lost 3 stone, £10. So, £4 away from 4 stone.
Yeah.
And I'm £7 away from my next stone number. So in a couple of weeks, I should be down to 23 stone something, which would be amazing.
What did you start off at? 27.
God, no, 28, 28, 28.3 was my starting weight. And I was on the 21st of February, that was.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, massive differences. Massive different.
And
Just doing everything, going up and down stairs doesn't hurt my legs anymore. Just generally, just getting out of the car doesn't hurt anymore. Getting in the car doesn't hurt anymore. Bending down to pick things up doesn't hurt anymore.
yeah.
I
It's
feel more positive about going out and
things that people take for
you know,
granted.
yeah. If you get to a venue, right, and you park outside, like all DJs do. If you're not a DJ, this is how it works. DJ rocks up at a venue he's never worked at before. He finds he's instantly always looking for the shortest route to the room, always. Right, so invariably you rock up at a hotel, you park right outside the front door so no one else can get in, and you go to reception. Hi, yeah, I'm the DJ. All right, yeah. It's just down here, down these stairs, around the corner, up some stairs, around the corner, up a lift, 3 floors, down 3 floors, down into the basement, around a corner, down a long corridor, down some more stairs, around the corner, up some stairs, then a spiral staircase, and then you're in the room. Right, okay, what's the best way for me to get in? Oh, yeah, just drive around the back.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right, isn't it? Yeah,
So then
exactly.
you're just thinking, but if you get to a venue and they say, yeah, you have to come in through the front door, but you have to come in this way, and it's down that corridor, around the corner, and then you're there. That I would have been like,
Yeah,
well, now I'm just like, right, okay. Unless there's like an easier way I can get in that isn't going to annoy people, or we're dragging equipment in and out of a barn or whatever,
yeah,
then I'm all for it. But yeah, I mean, Saturday night's gig was so funny. I got to there's a hotel up near Gatwick Airport, and I parked right outside, stood in a long queue full of people waiting to check out and check in and whatever. And I said, oh yeah, I'm the DJ. Oh yeah, it's the room 100 meters down the corridor. All right, okay. So I go down there, and then there's 2 emergency exits leading outside. So I'm thinking, well, I'll go for this one. I'll see where it leads. So I open the door, and it's literally I can park my car on the other side of the door, which was brilliant. And then literally, as I take my gear into the room, as I walk past the door threshold, I just put it on the floor, and that's where I set up. So I had a really easy gig on
yeah,
Saturday. But yeah, but I mean, the point of what I'm trying to say is, if I get to a venue and they say it's a bit of a walk or round the corner, up and downstairs, I don't tend to get so worried about it anymore unless it's like serious amounts of steps. And certainly in this weather, I mean, they say it's going to be the hottest day of the year, 30 odd degrees, something like that. Then yeah, it would depress the shit out of me, absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
But even just like carrying gear around, bending up and down, setting up booths, picking up wires, getting down on your knees, because when you're a DJ, there's a lot of getting down on your knees to plug things in and all that, or bend down or reach up. The only thing that I kind of worry about at the minute is when I reach up, I'm showing my belly button. You know, so I always like to make sure that I've got a long shirt on or a long t-shirt on when I'm setting up. But when you're a fat bloke, buying long t-shirts is difficult because long t-shirts usually means that they're either like 7 or 8 XL and they've got really stupidly long arms. So like this bit comes down to about here, almost like halfway between your elbow and your wrist, which makes it really not very nice to wear.
Go
You
have a look.
know,
Have a look for
but
long line t-shirts. That's what you want because they are just longer in the length, but they're a standard size from sort of teaser strip upwards.
they just don't need to be massively longer. They only need to be like 1 or 2 inches longer, nothing more than that.
Yeah, I've got a few t-shirts
Um,
like that. I never feel comfortable wearing them because they're about 2 inches too short, like you say.
yeah, someone said to me, "I'll just get your own. Just get some made for you." What, like 80, £90 each, and the rest?
What for a t-shirt? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That
think so.
person that told you to do that, did he look like this? Was he a bit of a clown?
He certainly was. If I had a, hang on a minute, I've got to do this now. Just hang on one sec, right? Because I've got a sound effect for this. I've just got to go looking for it. Let's have a look. I don't say I've not got it. Oh yeah, I have got it. Right, just hang on. Right, it's just uploading now. Just right, 5%, 6%. It takes a bit of time.
I'll do
It's
mine
getting
when
there.
you're doing it then, yeah? Ready?
Yeah, go on.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Soon the world will be mine.
That wasn't a nice clown noise, I've got to say.
No, I know. I haven't got a clear one though.
52%.
What about this one?
Seriously, man.
Little things, eh? Little things.
Yeah,
Little
indeed.
things.
82%. It'll be worth it. Put your clown nose back on.
God. Put my clown nose back on.
In fact, it better be worth it. Have you got a clown hat?
I've got a wig. I could go and put a wig on.
No, it's all right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Doesn't that just make you feel like a clown?
I like that.
Did you like that?
Very good. Very
Oh,
good.
thank you.
Which reminds me,
Oh, and if you're a clown,
I need to get the Benny
if you're a
Hill.
clown, you need noises like this as well. I can't wait until the end of that. It just takes forever.
No, that's the bit where he's jumping out of the car with the wheels that are odd that go up like that. He jumps out and he squirts with his bow tie. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then gets beaten up by someone who's got wet.
That's it.
Who took offence to getting wet.
Oi, mate. Oi, mate. Right, so that's our updates then. So what are you going to do next week?
Well, next week we're away. We're in Lincoln.
Yeah.
So that means I've either got to weigh in illegally on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, when I say illegally, what I mean by that is Slimming World weeks are Sunday to Monday. So as I've weighed in on Monday, I can't weigh in and record my weight on until next Monday.
Right.
So what I have to do is I have to find a consultant who will let me just stand on their scales but not record it anywhere.
Okay. So whereabouts in Lincoln are you going?
I couldn't tell you. Somewhere in Lincoln.
All right.
It's like a magical mystery tour. I don't think I've even got an address. Eh?
Any clowns involved on this magic mystery tour?
No, I don't think so. No, I think it's a Host Seasons Lodge, Lincoln.
Oh, right.
Let's have a look. It says it's near a marina or something. You know, I wish I'd actually wrote it down where it was, but I haven't got a clue. Is it Host Seasons?
Yeah, it could be Host Seasons.
Chapel St Leonard's, no. Hobbart's, no. Skegness, no. Woodthorpe, no. Alby, Mablethorpe, no. Brig. No, it's not Brig. Not Skeggy. But when I find out, and I'll ask the domestic goddess when she gets home from work later on,
Yeah.
because she will instantly be able to put her hands on the address of where we're going.
Yeah.
Then I will then head over to the Slimming World website to try and find a group. Now, see, the other thing we could is because we're not actually technically going till Monday, I could weigh in on the Monday, but then that means we wouldn't get to Lincolnshire until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, and I think she wants to set off at like 6 a.m. in the morning or something ridiculous. So, yeah, I know. So I'm going to have to either find a group in Skeggy or just take a week off in Lincoln, or just take a week off, or see if I can find a consultant who'll let me stand on the scales on Sunday morning.
Why don't you just book it as holiday? You can take a holiday, can't you?
No, because I cocked up with that as well, because I've already got one holiday booked for later this year in October.
Yeah.
Right. And because I've booked a countdown, you can't just have like ad hoc holidays in countdowns. If you're paying week to week, then you can just say, "Oh, I can't make it this week. Can I have it as a holiday?" Right, and then it's down to the consultant to either go yeah or no. But if you've booked a countdown, you lose that week. So I'll either have to go and find a group up that way on a Monday,
yeah,
or just miss it. And if I'd have told them about the holiday before I paid for the countdown, then it'd have been all right. But because I didn't, but I mean, you know, if I could just weigh in on Sunday with someone just to stand on the scales, then that'll do me. I'll lose a week and then just crack on the week after.
Yeah.
So
I think you'll be able to find somewhere to.
That's the plan.
I think you'll be able to.
Yeah, I should be all right. I should be all right.
Right. Okay. So
the goal is to lose £4 then this week to get to my 4 stone. The only problem is because we're going away for a week, I've got less control over what we're going to be eating. So you know, if I lose well this week, then I may put on what I lose. So we'll see what happens, which will put me even further behind. But you know, you've got to live at the same time.
You have. I've just added a sound effect. I just want to see if it works. Hang on. No. Oh, that's a bit annoying. That didn't work. I just downloaded the Benny Hill theme.
Oh, right, okay.
I like that. Why is that not working?
Well, the Benny Hill theme.
Yeah. I bet you've got it, haven't you? Is that me?
Yeah.
Was that me then?
Have you finished? Yeah, it was you. Yeah.
I didn't realise I can't get it to work on the actual podcasting.
What noise comes out when I press this? Is it the French one?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, I thought I deleted that one. And what about this one? Yeah, see, I had them geared up for when you were away, so.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't know why the Benny Hill one hasn't worked. I was a little bit annoying, to be honest with you.
I heard it anyway.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
Call yourself a DJ. Do you not know how it works?
Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
So yeah, so that's how well I've done and we've done. So that's all good. But yeah, I think that's it really. Nothing really much more to report. I know we're a bit quiet on social media and stuff. We've actually set up an Instagram. You can find 2 Fat DJs on Insta. I am. I am trying to speak to the ladies who do the Slimming World podcast. I'd love to be on there with them too. And if we can get both of us on there, that'd be really good. So that's something that we're aiming for at the minute. But yeah, we need to kind of connect with our watchers and listeners a little bit more. So if you do want to connect with us and let us know how you're getting on, then find us on Insta or get in the Two Fat DJs page or group or whatever it is on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. Or just send us an email. Just send it to podcast@twofatdjs.co.uk.
And likewise, if anyone has any suggestions as to who would like to come on and talk about something weight related or health and well-being related, then let us know.
Yeah,
we'll get them on as well, because we can actually connect to telephone directly. So if someone wants to come on, we can just connect by telephone as well.
We can do that, and it'd be lovely to do that. But I think that's it. If you're watching us on YouTube and you like this video, then don't forget to click like in underneath, and also subscribe. Click on the bell, and you can subscribe to us. So that way you get notified whenever we release a new video.
Yes, indeed.
Or you can still check us out on Spotify and Anchor and all of them other platforms as well. So
yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay, right. We'll sign off then, and we'll bid our farewells, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a good week this week. And we shall.
Yeah, I'm going to go and put my budgie. I'm going to go and put my budgie smugglers now. I'm going to sit in the garden for 10 minutes.
How nice! How nice! I'm going to make a nice cup of tea and carry on doing some more bits and pieces, and then off out tonight to do some work. So, right.
Lovely. All right, then, mate. Take care.
Adios.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
See you later.
Everyone, have a good week. Bye. Bye.